Time now for our chart of the day. We want to highlight Nike, which reported earnings yesterday. What I'm showing you here is footwear sales as a percentage of their fourth quarter revenues. When you take a look by region, North America obviously makes up the lion's share of revenues if we're just talking about shoes. But what I want to really highlight here is the orange bit. That's the revenues for footwear coming specifically from the greater China region. And the reason why I bring this up, Akiko, is because this was actually a larger share prior to the pandemic, was about 18% in the fourth quarter of 2019. But obviously, a lot of the shrinkage that we've seen in that share is because of the China-related shutdown. So we saw a 10%, in fact, quarter-over-quarter decline or year-over-year decline in the revenues that we saw in a dollar amount from that business. So Nike hoping to juice up their footwear sales in China, but at least for right now, with a little bit more of a cautious outlook.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes back to what we were talking about early on in the show here, right? If it's a shutdown, there's not a whole lot of activity in terms of retail coming in. 15% a drop off from where it was before, certainly hoping for a big bounce back potentially coming on the back of it, because we're talking about a period where those restrictions were in place.
Yeah, and you do wonder, Nike has been prioritizing the China market for a while. Again, it was about 18% in the fourth quarter of 2019. You wonder, though, whether or not the trajectory of that was going to be even a larger part of the pie. And one big reason is just the cultural significance of Nike in China and around the world as well. I mean, I'm kind of a Air Max 1 type of guy, but these are the shoes that are very popular right now. The Nike Dunk, specifically the lows, it seems like actually everyone in Soho is wearing these right now. These are the Pandas. They call them the Pandas.
You have those?
I don't. You know what's crazy? I was trying to buy a pair of Nike Dunks about an hour and 15 minutes ago, and they sold out in an instant. I tried to buy a blue pair of these.
This is what Brian does before the show, guys.
No, I do. I prep. I do prep. I just took up.
Shopping. You just outed yourself. You're shopping online.
You saw me walk away from my desk earlier.
Yeah.
That's the reason
We do know
why.
you like sneakers, and yes, I have seen a lot of people wearing that pair.